I never imagined that one night could change everything. My name is Elise. I'm 44. In 4 years, it's just been me and my son, Lenny. We've faced the world together through storms, struggles, and silence. But that winter night, something shifted. The house was quiet, except for the sound of the wind brushing against the old windows. Lenny had just come home from work, tired, pale, and distant. I could tell something was wrong. He wasn't just exhausted, he was troubled. He didn't say much, just sat there staring out the window, his reflection flickering in the glass like a ghost. "You can rest in my room if you want," I told him. He nodded, but his eyes, they told a story I couldn't understand. As I tucked a blanket over him, I felt a chill crawl up my spine, not from the cold, but from the silence between us. It was the kind of silence that hides something. That night, for the first time, I felt like I didn't know my son. Hours passed. I sat beside him, watching his face in the dim light. He looked peaceful but uneasy, as if his dreams were chasing him. Suddenly, he whispered, almost unconsciously, "Mom, I didn't mean to hide it." My heart froze. Hide what? But before I could ask, he turned over, pretending to sleep. That sentence haunted me. All night long, I kept hearing those words. I didn't mean to hide it. The next morning, Lenny avoided eye contact. His usual warmth was gone. There was a heaviness in the air, like the calm before a storm. Later that evening, our neighbor Mark came by. He's been kind to us ever since my husband passed. He smiled, asking if everything was okay with the heating. I forced a smile back, but Mark's eyes narrowed slightly, noticing something. "Ellis, you look pale. Are you all right?" "I'm fine," I lied. "Just tired." But I could feel Lenny's eyes on us, sharp, watchful. When Mark left, Lenny asked quietly, "Do you trust him?" His question startled me. Why wouldn't I? Because he's not who you think he is. Then he walked away. Those words, they cut deeper than he realized. That night, I found an old photo album Lenny had left open on the table. Between the pages, a photograph I'd never seen before. Mark, standing next to my late husband years ago. How was that possible? They'd never met. At least, that's what I thought. A cold realization crept through me. Had Mark known us? Long before he ever became our neighbor? Lenny didn't come home the next day. Hours turned into midnight. The house felt like it was holding its breath. Finally, my phone buzzed. A message from Lenny. "Mom, I found something. Don't trust anyone. I'll explain soon." I read it again and again, my hands trembling. Then a knock on the door. When I opened it, Mark was there, his expression calm. Too calm. "Elise," he said softly, "we need to talk about Lenny." My heart pounded in my chest. "What about him?" Mark looked at me with a heavy sigh. "He's digging into things he shouldn't. About your husband's death. About the fire that night." My breath caught. That fire? The one everyone called an accident? Before I could respond, Mark stepped closer. "Please," he said, "stay out of it, for your own safety." He turned and walked away, leaving me trembling in the doorway. That night, I couldn't sleep. Everything felt wrong. Lenny's words, Mark's warning, the photograph. Was my husband's death really an accident? And what had Lenny discovered? When I finally closed my eyes, I saw flashes, smoke, fire. A scream I'd buried deep in my memory. Then, a sound. The front door creaked open. I rushed out of bed. "Lenny?" I called. No answer. Only his phone lying on the table. The screen lit up with a message he'd never sent. He was there that night. My hands shook as lights flickered. Outside, a shadow moved past the window. I called his name again, louder this time. "Silence, Dot. They say the truth always finds its way home." But that night, I realized the truth doesn't just return. It haunts. Elise never saw Lenny again that night. The police later found traces of a struggle near the woods behind their home. But the mystery of that final message, "He was there that night," remains unsolved. Was Lenny trying to warn his mother? Or uncover a truth buried beneath years of silence? One thing is certain, sometimes the closest bonds hide the deepest secrets.